Hello to my Leos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a bonus video. Leos, hopefully you all are having a fantastic day. Hopefully wherever you are, the weather is beautiful. I know where I am, the weather is gorgeous. And hopefully you all are getting outside, getting some sun. Yes, recharging from that big medicine ball in the sky. That's right, that big healing ball in the sky. All right, Leos. The Lionsgate portal is open. Hopefully everybody's taking advantage of it. Very powerful. So it opened on, started opening up on July 26th, as you found out in your previous video that went up early. So July 26th. And this is going to be a giveaway video, just so you know, I'm telling you ahead of time. So I'll announce it at some point in the video. But the Lionsgate portal started opening on July 26th. And it's going to peak on 8/8, right? So it's going to peak on 8/8. And it's going to close on August 12th, for those of you all who like to write down dates, right? So what is the Lion Gates portal, right? So it's a cosmic alignment where the sun is in Leo, this heart-centered power plus courage, and the star Sirius rises in the sky, that spiritual awakening, and the earth aligns with the galactic center amplified manifestation potential. So powerful time for manifestations, right? And so the number 8, and when you see it like in a master number, like 88 doubles, it carries significance when it's doubled, right? So just the number 8 by itself means infinity. You see, it looks like an infinity symbol when it turns to the side. Abundance, balance, and karmic alignment, right? So the areas that you want to focus on spiritually and emotionally are manifestations. You know, your intentions manifest faster. You know, focusing is key, so you don't need any distractions around you or attached to you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Heart energy is going to be another focus area of your life. You know, healing around love, worthiness, and emotional courage. Truths about yourself being revealed. So sudden clarity or intuitive downloads about your path, not everybody else's, yours. Tune into self, right? Self-appreciation. Releasing blocks. So old patterns may surface for you to let go and rewrite. So, and also energetic upgrades. Fatigue, vivid dreams, feeling electrified, and you know, are also common, right? So even though excuse me, you're a fire sign, this is not the time necessarily to be in other people's business. This is the time to really focus on self. This is the time to take the cape off, the super Leo cape. This is the time to really focus in on self. And whoever can understand that, hey, you're probably doing too much in their lives anyway. You're probably overgiving in their lives anyway. This is the time where you really, you know, focus on self. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. This is the time you'll learn if you were an overgiver. When you, the one time you say, no, I can't, or, you know, I'm focusing on recharging from the sun. I need to heal. You know, so you're learning how to trust your intuition. Learning how to trust your intuition. That's right. Tap in. Tap in, Leos. Tap in. Tap in. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it, Leos. Again, sending lots of love and light your way. Get out in that sunshine, wherever you are in the world. Again, sending you lots of love and light, Leos. Let's do it. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. So these cards came out here. So as you can see, some people are fighting. All right. So you all rule 5th house. So you can see these cards. I want to make sure you can see them. You all rule 5th house. So King of Cups fell on top of 9 of Wands, fell on top of the 5 of Wands. So you all rule 5th house. 5th house is all, it encompasses, you know, creativity, play, leisure. You know, our activities here bring joy and delight, right? And, you know, serving to reinforce being special and unique individual. So children come under this house, as do romance and gambling, right? And Creativity and self-expression, like I said, romance, taking a gamble on some things, and also recreation. So somebody may be having an internal spiritual battle going on right now that you don't really want to go back to. See here, so you would start out with like Ace of Wands here, right? So somebody may be struggling in their like divinity, right? You know, somebody may be so used to racing to other people's aid. This may be an internal battle here. Somebody may be really struggling to relax. Like, y'all know what I'm saying, Leos? Like, somebody, have you ever seen people who just cannot relax on a vacation? This could be you and you, right? An internal battle. Like a person who just, you know, like goes on vacation and they just can't relax. Have y'all ever seen it up close and personal? Like, this could run in somebody's family. But it's going to stop with you. This is the generational cycle chain or curse that's going to break. Like, if you've ever seen, like, maybe it's your mom, you know, that just couldn't sit down, you know, always got to be fixing people's plates up, doing stuff, always just, you know, here, there, taking care of stuff, right? Just, you know, I got to take care of this person, take care of that person, take care of this person, whoever. Always got to be running, hip, ripping and running, doing stuff for everybody else. Maybe it was your dad. Somebody in your family is always up. They couldn't, it was always this internal battle going on. And water would be like in the receiving mode. And something runs deep as the ocean for you, like in terms of just always just going, going, going. And so it's hard to kind of sort of manifest. Somebody could be around a water sign here, where something runs just as deep as them, you know, deep for them, where they are just as deep in their receiving. And that's the secret. That's the secret. Just as fixate, because you're a fixed sign, just as fixed as you are as forgiving, they are just as cool with receiving, if that makes any sense, right? So source is saying, but you're not going to be going back to that. You could be around an earth sign or a water sign, right? Earth would be sand and water would be, obviously you see the ocean here. So yeah, 5. The 5th card in the major arcana is Taurus. The 9th card in the, you know, and because somebody is learning like secrets, the secrets of like cards, right? You're learning, you know, card, like major arcana is the, you know, the 9th card in the major arcana is Hermit. Somebody's learning how to go into hermit mode. 9th card in major arcana is hermit mode. This is how you're getting your downloads. Mercury is currently retrograde and Mercury is in Leo right now. And so somebody is learning how to go into hermit mode until a light can turn on. So something can go, you can go. So Mercury is the communication planet. And it's also the knowledge and learning planet. It's the messenger planet. So you can get the message. You can get the message loud and clear that some people are just receivers, but it's so deep for them. They're so comfortable with receiving. At some point, you may say to yourself, okay, it's almost toxic that some people are just, it almost comes across as lazy to some degree, you know, for you, because you're so used to giving, giving, giving. But once you sit back and just be like, okay, you're so used to giving, sometimes you forget and you start looking and start saying, somebody's just like really comfortable with receiving. Like, it almost makes you look like, okay, whether you're a man or a woman, like if you have friends that's like that, you're like, this person, there's an imbalance that's going on. So after a while, you're just like, okay, I need a balance here. I need a balance here. So it almost looks like, makes it look like somebody's a master manipulator. Somebody's a shark. Somebody's a shark, right? A master of manipulating people's emotions, right? Yeah. And so that's when you feel like, okay, I'm getting got here, right? So that's when you, like I said, wise up here. See this owl right here, sitting here? Knowledge. This is where you're gaining more knowledge. Who, knowledge. Like you're sitting on the ledge just watching. Just watching. Things kind of come through the air. You're just watching, right? Gaining more knowledge, right? Yeah. So somebody's starting to pay attention. If you're going to pay for something, you're going to start paying attention of just like, Okay, there has to be a balance here. Like, you shouldn't be the one to just keep giving and giving and giving. It has to be a balance. There has to be a balance. There has to be a balance within yourself. There has to be a balance within, other people as well. So something you're cutting out. See this machete in this person's hand would be a sword. You're cutting something out. There has to be a healthy balance here, right here. There has to be a balance here. So yeah, you got to get out and get some sun. You have to get out and get some sun. There has to be balance here. Have to be air and water. You're starting to see a balance here. You're starting to see, okay. Because it's almost like somebody is an enemy to themselves when you are overdoing it. Whether you're a man or a woman, it's toxic masculinity. Whether you're a man or a woman, to just always have the cape on, always racing to everybody's aid. And so somebody is learning, you don't have to fight within yourself like you're just swinging wands within yourself. How can you really manifest the love of your life? How could you manifest the life that you want? You might just going to manifest exhaustion. There's always this internal struggle, this internal fight. So somebody's learning how to trust their intuition here, right? Of not looking for acceptance, right? So you won't be giving any more attention to this. Somebody's learning how to go along with the flow. Source, the creator, the living water within yourself. Somebody is learning how to get out and learn how to manage your own emotions. Somebody's getting near water. Somebody's getting out in the air. Somebody is learning how to soak up sun. I'm telling y'all, somebody is reconnecting with the earth. This is what I'm seeing here. This Lion Gates portal is going to be life-changing for somebody. More money is coming across your path, but this is like, it's not just even more money. It's like a sense of worth here. We're talking about sixth house. Somebody is about to really manifest everything for themselves. And I'm talking about, so sixth house deals with health and well-being, right? So sixth house is a house of work and service. Here we humble ourselves with the task at hand, the daily routines, duties, maintenance that put bread on the table, keep the body and mind in good working order here. So somebody's about to get more meticulous about balance, healthy work-life balance, trusting their intuition, tapping into their divine masculine to their divine feminine energy. Yeah. So being near bodies of water, out in the sunlight, is helping somebody, like really. Yeah, Two of Pentacles here. A balance. See this number 8 here on this board? Music is also going to help as well. Being near water. Yeah. Somebody may like reggaeton and salsa, right? Yeah, somebody may be listening to some music. Somebody may be kind of sort of remembering something. Somebody, two people may be used to do something. Somebody may be remembering something from the past. So yeah, somebody may start remembering some things. Somebody was mastering something at one point. 6 and 2 is 8. So somebody was starting to remember and starting to master something at one point, which is good. Here. Not that you were looking for people's acceptance or anything like that, but you were learning something. You and someone were learning something. Yeah, you and someone were learning something. Let's see here. Here we also have High Priestess energy here. So someone has High Priestess gifts here. Again, you're learning how to trust your intuition. You're learning how to trust your intuition, right? And this is not just for men. Men and women have intuition. Obviously, it's a gift that's passed down, right? Mom's side of the family, dad's side of the family. Men have intuition just like women do. Learning how to trust your intuition. So I do see here's the 7 of Wands here. 7th house speaks to you no longer being a open enemy to yourself, right? Somebody is learning how to really pray. Like you're closing out a cycle, but you're learning how to, you're feeling complete, right? Just praying by yourself, whoever you are. And whether it's praying with a group of energies, but somebody is learning how to get, I see how this person right here is doing a flip. Somebody is getting back into exercising, grounding, getting out in the sunlight. Somebody is really building their strength. Somebody's feeling complete. Yeah, somebody's feeling complete. This is the person who's getting stronger and stronger and feeling complete and really mastering something. Again, you're not looking for anybody's approval. You're just taking the time to do some kind of studying. You're mastering something, you know, listening to something. You're feeling worthy. This is you and someone. You and someone. Yeah. There's a six of cups here. Yep. Because I feel like you were in the presence of someone at one point, and now you're having to take the memories with you because something is over. Something is over. Yeah, something is over. Because the Six of Cups speaks to Scorpio. We're not talking about a Scorpio, but a chain has been broken. A chain has been broken. Something happened. Someone's not coming back. Whatever link that somebody had, maybe an argument happened, a fight happened, something happened, some kind of internal struggle happened, but somebody decided they weren't coming back. Something happened here. Either you said you weren't coming back or somebody said they weren't coming back to something, whatever. But the fire has been put out. Something is complete. Something is over, whatever. Someone's no longer looking for acceptance or approval, so something has broken, right? And so you're taking good memories. You're taking some kind of memories or something with you, right? Whatever it is, just apply it to whatever, right? But you're trusting your intuition. You're trusting your intuition. And learning how to pour into yourself. You're learning how to pour into you. Learning how to pour into you. Yeah. And leaving behind, you know, the foolishness, for real. It's elbow. Somebody's learning how to leave behind the foolishness, like leaving behind, you know, being in the you know, the company of just energies that almost cause you to have this internal conflict, the confusion, whoever these energies are, like making you believe that somebody is in competition with you, like competing when prayer is the first go-to. That's what somebody's learning, is like, go talk to God first. Like, what the heck, right? So anyway, so here we have King of Pentacles here. Somebody has enough information at this point. Like somebody has enough information. The scales from your eyes have been removed. You're wise enough now. I mean, like somebody, you have enough information. I mean, that's the end of that. You have enough information. Here we have, so yeah, to master something. Yeah, you have enough information. But a chain has been broken. Some kind of generational cycle, chain, or curse has been broken. And so Source is saying now it's time to move on and tap into your own intuition. Tap into your own intuition. So whether we're talking about a loved one who has actually passed on, here we have the Six of Cups, because somebody actually developed a gift when they were a kid, right? So usually what happens is when a loved one transition when you're younger, something is passed down. So some kind of gift was passed down to someone when they were younger. So you could have somebody could have transitioned when you were younger. Whether transition meaning that somebody relocated and there was like confusion going on. Nobody explained anything to you. Why did this person relocate? Or somebody could have physically transitioned and nobody explained to you as a child. You know, somebody could have gone through a divorce. Something where a cycle ended, if y'all get what I'm saying. It's not always a physical death, right? Because Scorpio connects us with the death card. It's not always a physical death, but something ended where something just didn't make sense, right? A cycle ended. So Source is saying at that point is when you had some kind of an awakening, a rebirth, right? And so now somebody is having a rebirth after something has completed, something has ended with loved ones, a family member, something that you created right here. This is an Aquarius right here. Something with air and water is an Aquarius. Air and water is an Aquarius. Something is over. Something is over. Something is complete. Somebody has moved on. Yeah, somebody has completely moved on with their life. Cycle is over. You could have Aquarius in your birth chart, but Aquarius is your polarity sign, and so you all rule 5th house. Aquarius rules 11th house, right? So again, Aquarius and Leos are both, you know, the sun is a star, right? So if the 5th house is the house of play, which you all rule 5th house, the 11th house is the playground, where, you know, we share space and time with others and create a social circle of friends and acquaintances. Here we find our allies and supporters, those whose actions benefit us, right? And so you have an 11th house. You want to figure out what your zodiac sign is in your 11th house. You know, your zodiac sign could be an Aquarius in your 11th house. But whatever it is, Source is saying something has ended. Something has ended. That's the power of the sun, right? So while whether somebody meant to shine a light on something or didn't mean to shine a light on something, that is the power of being a high vibrating Leo, period. That's just the power of, that's just how powerful the sun is in general. See this right here? And if you're around low vibrating energies and don't know it, if you don't know your own power, it can do damage. It could do a whole lot of damage. And so somebody is, yeah, something is over. Something has ended. So now you're pouring into yourself. You're learning something, and something has been exposed. Something has been exposed. So someone is in a crisis. Someone is really, really in a crisis. So you're asking Source for clarity. Time to open your third eye chakra cleanse. At what age did your parents work on their shadow self? Prepare for an increase in pay. Yeah, because money can't buy everything. Health is wealth. Money cannot buy everything. You have the gift of clairsentience. You pick up on others' vibrations, their emotions, their moods, and feelings. I forgot what movie that was. I want to say it was like a sci-fi movie. Well, we got plenty of sci-fi movies where people like by these like very, very rich people, we're talking about like billionaires, multi-billionaires, will like try to add to their lifespan using, you know, like all of this money that they have, right? Yeah, but people are also returning back to nature as well. So make room for a new blessing, you know, coming across your path. But you're healing from the pain that was caused. Your gifts have increased. Yeah, somebody has no choice but to tap into their gifts at this point. But you also have the gift of premonition. This is forewarning. Yeah, the dispenser of justice. Yeah, but yeah, somebody, you're not going back. You're not going backwards, right? Somebody failed at stealing your identity, right? So your ancestors are very proud of you, but somebody's having some kind of, yeah, there's a, whoever this energy is here, because you were in some kind of internal battle, some kind of internal fight with yourself. Whoever this energy is, you were in some kind of internal fight or battle with yourself, and Source does not want you to be in some kind of internal battle or fight with yourself with whoever this energy is. Like somebody was manipulating your emotions and somebody just couldn't see, like, Yeah, somebody just could not see. You know, listen to your own intuition. Yeah, something around yeah, learning how to, like I said, learning how to, and again, when I throw out zodiac signs, it could actually be in your birth chart, just so we're crystal clear. It could actually be in your birth chart because, um, yeah, because the King of Pentacles connects us with Pisces and Libra. So Pisces rules 12th house and Libra rules 7th house. So you could have Pisces and Libra in your birth chart, but Source really wants you to find out which your zodiac sign is in those houses as well. So you can really tap into yourself, because Source really needs somebody to be. The main thing here is something would have come to someone a lot sooner had someone gotten around a body of water. Like if somebody could have relaxed, but somebody was so active in like, I gotta be here, I gotta be there, I gotta talk to this person, I gotta talk to that person, I gotta be familiar with this, I gotta be familiar. Everything that somebody wanted, like in terms of love life, in terms of, I mean, like being at the right place at the right time, all of those things, you know, would have come to somebody. Something would have closed out sooner. Somebody was having so much of an internal struggle or battle with themselves. Like a lot of steps were skipped here, you know, like from 1 to 5 and then from 5 to 9, right? But yeah. So I don't know who's in a crisis. Somebody could, whoever, I don't know. Somebody's in a crisis. I don't know. You got to pray about that. Whoever's in a crisis, only you would know. But somebody's in a crisis right now, and I have no idea. I have no idea. But I would say this: words are very powerful. And I would say that somebody really, really want to keep their words positive during this time. Like really want to keep your words positive, you know, during this time. Because if people are running around calling people snakes and being negative and low vibrational, remember the Judgment card is still retrograde. The Judgment card is going to be, it's not going to be retrograde forever, but it's going to be in Aquarius until 2043. So that means the entire planet is under judgment. So before people judge each other, you may want to look at yourselves. That's literally everybody, because it's going to swing back immediately. It's going to swing back immediately. It's like, okay, just learn how to trust your own intuition, right? 25. I am intelligent. That's right. Know how intelligent you are, whoever you are. You have great ability to take in and process information on both conscious and subconscious levels, Leos. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. Yeah. Something is complete. Like Source keeps trying to tell you all that you're complete, you're whole and complete. And the energies that you want to attract are also complete and whole. But somebody is definitely an overgiver, sort of like an overgiver. And what you've been attracting, some of you all have been attracting people who are very, very comfortable with just being in receiving mode. And so you all are just like, they're like, oh, here comes a Leo who loves to give. They just comfortable with just receiving. They like, oh, okay, they want to give. Okay, they just comfortable with just receiving. Like so. And sometimes you all don't find out until you know, something happens. Here we have blessings, right? So yeah. So yeah, somebody's learning how to in this Lion's Gate portal. Somebody is really learning how to balance it out. Really learning how to balance it out. Divine masculine to divine feminine. Somebody is learning how to balance it out. So yeah. So somebody is really seeing the blessing and being in connection with energies who are doing the work. They really are doing the internal work, like taking the time to just really just say, okay, they're going within. They're rising above the judgment, you know, especially when people they're walking away from energies who have intentionally tried to make them look like boo-boo the fool, for real. So this is what I'm seeing for you all. Keep manifesting, getting your downloads, getting out, getting some sun, and things it's gonna come to you. Things are gonna come to you fast. I mean, fast. But the more and more people start seeing people who are taking the time to work on themselves, the more and more you're gonna say, okay, I'm very, very clear. I'm very, very, very clear on some things, right? Your gifts. Right? Somebody's going to feel like I'm telling you, they're intelligent. Whew. A lot of blessings coming your way, Leos. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Trying to see if there's anything else that I see in your cards here. Anything else. So, giveaway. So, I so enjoyed talking to you all. So, congratulations to people who won free readings in the last... let me see. What's happened? So let's see. Okay, that's a good number to look at. All right. What I'm seeing on the clock right now. That's nice. Okay. All right, source. I see. So here we have grief here. It came out. So tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. Yeah, somebody was around a really icy hearted energy. Real icy hearted energy. The source just kept saying, cut this energy off. Like, this energy has a really icy heart. Like, come on, Leo, get out in the sun. Like, somebody was connected to somebody who was really icy hearted, and they needed your sunlight to just kind of help, you know, I don't know. So somebody needed you in that regard, whoever you were connected to. They needed that in your, you know, something about your positive energy, Leo. Somebody really needed you to be almost like a voice of reason. I don't know who that energy is. You'd have to pray about it, but yeah. Y'all are really a leadership sign. So I don't know what somebody was thinking. Maybe somebody didn't think they were intelligent enough, or didn't have enough degrees, or somebody didn't think that they were intuitive enough, or I don't know what the issue is, but that's getting ready to change. Somebody's confidence wasn't built up enough, but that's about to change. So yeah, I definitely see you operating in love. So here's the giveaway. So Tuesday, July 29th. So free readings, we'll have it for 1 hour. Eastern Standard Time. So write this down. Eastern Standard Time. You can call me on WhatsApp. Country code is +1. Number is 202-460-3205. From 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is what I have for you all, Leos. But again, you all are incredibly intelligent sign. You all are ruled by the sun. So it's saying whoever you all are around who is who sees you all as competition, if something is out of balance where they are either too much in receiving mode, right? That is not divine feminine energy. That's toxic feminine energy. Or they're too much in sending mode. That's divine. That's toxic masculine energy. They always got to be doing. They can't even rest, whether it's a man or woman. They always got to be up doing something. They always got to be, you know, racing to save the day. Like, they always just got to be doing something. They can't even relax, right? See, there's a difference between energies who know how to properly time things, right? So, like, for instance, if you're on YouTube or in any kind of a platform, we can actually time our videos to go at a certain time. Like, you can put You know, you can create content and then put timers on them, and they can go out at a certain time, so people can think, okay, you're putting up video content at a certain time. You can do that kind of stuff, right? But there's some people who don't have a life. They just literally are just overdoing. There's no balance there. Like, for why? Just why you always got to be in everybody's business? Why you always got to be doing that? Why you always got to be just doing? Why can't you just sit down and relax? Why? I mean, just... So anyway, that's what I'm seeing for you. I see you learning how to a healthy balance here. All right. That's what I have for you. All right. Bye.